Next up, we have Per Aspera Ad Astra. Earn 125 space points. Spending resources towards space projects. Okay, so largely a similar game to the last one that we just played. We just have to spend big space monies. Spending big space monies is very easy. We can do balanced. Expansive is still like not really looking great, although I guess I can see the appeal of expanding really quickly so that you can get a bunch of mining done, like build up your economy quickly. Robotic. Again, kind of this, just give me balanced. I don't know about all that. I'll just take a balanced approach. This looks like an incredible start for a space game, though. We have the two primary resources that are used in space projects next to our initial colony. We have a really nice, strong skill to start with. I wish I'd taken the robot start, but what can you do? Pikai doesn't do a lot for us, but industrial lobbying is kind of good. I think energy savings is going to be way too strong to say no to. So this is the same layout as last game. Let's just do the same thing. You go there, you go there. I would like a titanium mine first, because with a titanium mine we can construct all other mines. I would like a tritium thermal generator so we can get started on power. You go here, and then we expand here, we build our mine. I see nothing wrong with this so far. Just keep giving me tritium. I really wish you'd given me 9 instead of 8. That has cost us a turn. Early bus station. What are you competing with? You're competing with a laboratory when we don't really have any mines nearby. You're competing with a HAB module before food production has really gotten off the ground. Downsides being, I don't see a lot of interesting mine locations. Like, we build a bus station, we get here for a nitrates mine. One of these might be support, but they might both be city founding locations and just wind up being empty. We could also just innovate. Is anything... do we need to explore this turn? If we explore this turn, we could build a tritium thermogenerator this turn. That's actually kind of important. Give me a bus station. Explore me here. Get initial power production established. And then assign me my first trade route. We want it to bring in tritium. We will export power, I guess, because we can just use energy savings if we need more power. Early wind farm, early tuber farm, early hospital. We do have one more spot that we can explore for tritium. But I kind of want to innovate this turn. If we innovate and don't see anything, I'll probably just take windmills, because we can put windmills there. But I'd like to see something better, like a robot hub. Because then we can robot hub here, we can expand here, we can build a mine there next turn, we can expand here, and then we have an empty spot for if we get, you know, like a bacteria spreader or a windmill or anything like that. I will take my third tritium thermogenerator. Will I? Yeah, I don't have hints of water anywhere, so greenhouse farm is probably still a ways away. But I do, after I get these 3 down, 1, 2, 3, food production's probably next on the list. So take that, then you can explore here. It's also just an empty tile. Did not find us any more tritium hints, that's unfortunate, so we'll just start mining that. And then I'm just going to keep chasing tritium. So we've got another one there that we can get. First support penalty is kicked in. These are 2 very large buildings for early game. And I don't need a robot hub because we have the bus station coming up. So this is looking like an innovate into... oh gosh. Where am I getting nitrates from? I'm getting nitrates from there, to be fair. I think I can make that work. And then you... House, house, house. Support, support, house. Bus station. You're going to go here, and then next turn you're going to go there. Okay, we no longer need you. It's too many. I don't know yet. I don't want it. I want to explore this turn, so I don't really want to innovate. I guess, give me the touring company. I'm not overwhelmed by it, but it's possible it gets built. Nitrates deposit, mine it. I really wish that was like a bacteria spreader instead, but what can you do? Do I want to change the trade panel? No, I want to build these 2 generators. All technologies cost 25% less science. Okay. 2 support income for every new trade routes you create. 1 power, 1 titanium when constructing a robot. So we do kind of have like a big robot synergy going on right now. Because we took Gustav. I'm saving these nitrates for a soil factory, I think. I still don't really think we need science. This could be another innovate turn. Especially because we have these projects sitting in our back pocket now. What do you do? +1 power per turn of at least 3 foods produced inside the city? That's unlikely. Gosh, you're just going to be science again. I don't think we've gotten great blueprints in the first couple here, but improved robotics for 5 science seems pretty good. So let's just research that right away. And now we know that we can really prioritize robot construction. You might be a pretty big titanium mine. But I do kind of want tritium as well to get these generators up. I'll come back for you. Okay, here's our first trade route. We also have robots, though. What would I do with the robots? Could expand me here and here, or here, 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 or here. I think that's relatively good. Is it better than a trade route, though? No, it's not better than a trade route, because the overall goal for this whole game is to do a lot of trade. And the only way we're going to be able to do a lot of trade is with a lot of trade routes. So keep importing me tritium. I'll toss a bit of food at you short term. Medium term, that's liable to change, but short term, you can have some extra food. Gustav is gone. Thomas Foster lets us drill. Drilling I do like. Supply station I do not like. Silicate's boost might matter. Tariq gives us bonus water production. I don't really care. Police station is really good, though. And overwork is just kind of fine. How much does our resource crunch matter right now? I don't think we're doing you. Oh, that's interesting. If they're retiring and you decline to elect a new leader, you get 1 more turn of using their power. Presumably, then you can't use the power of the person coming in. Well, you know what? Let's test it. Robot synergy. And then we take Thomas. Yeah, we used a skill this turn. Okay. I actually think I rather would have had drill available this turn because I just want to drill these nitrates until we build a soil factory. But it is good to know that that's how that works. Knowledge is its own resource. I don't need to build the Android hub right now, though. But if I did, I'd get, what, 2 power, 2 titanium? I'm going to save it for one turn. 5, 6, 7. Resonant station's huge. I absolutely want that. I will absolutely take another rocket platform. You are going to drill tritium, so we can put that down. And then we need to find a silicates deposit that you can drill, because I want to get this up as soon as possible. So let's go looking for a big silicates node like you. Yeah, that's good enough. So we don't need to trade for you anymore. We do want you. Some of my traders are not as... Oh, right, I got a third one. Don't need you. No, we need you. Don't need you? No. Probably good on tritium for the time being. Soon, we're going to be able to trade power. We're going to produce an unbelievable amount of power here within like 5 turns. Let's take oxygen this time, because we didn't really prioritize it last time, and it'll be fun to do something different. And then let's also grab a research center. Can grab that. You'll be at 21. This is going to cost us a lot of power, but it is going to let us build that immediately. And then power should be fine forever now. We'll go back to importing nitrates so we can build our soil factory. And I think that's going to be good. So next turn we build the research center. I could just plunk this down now. I still don't really have anywhere I want to expand you to, though. So give me the farm instead. You'll be at 20. I can drill. Now you're at 22. We don't even have to import you at all. We can just import water. Water to 8. Development center. Research center. Stick it up there. The more projects you see per turn, the higher your odds of getting the project that you actually want. And then let's stop that import, that export. Start that export. I want to start working my way towards a second city. I think I'm okay taking even more robots. There's a bunch of buildings in the mid-game that synergize with robots really well that I've never really used, so let's give that a shot. That'll be our tentative plan for this game. We're going to explore here. Lava tubes, potential city site. Colossal titanium mine. Okay, we're putting a city here. We're exploring that as soon as possible. That might be a good nitrate spot as well. And then we're going to stuff robots in this place. And this, when we upgrade it to a launch pad, or a trade hub or whatever it's called, that's going to give a comfort bonus to both of these cities. We are in excellent shape. Very happy with this so far. With all of our spare power, let's also just like put this down. That didn't do what I thought it did. Okay, we wasted a ton of power. It's fine. We can recover. I would like another research center, I think. I want to see a space project every turn when we get to space project territory, so that we can just do them constantly. It's a gigantic... Oh my god, this city is going to be so incredibly productive. We have a fertile soil spot, we have a titanium deposit. So the only two places we can actually put the headquarters are here and here. Actually, I guess we could put them anywhere. That's not true. We could put them on any of these rocks because we have enough power to remove them. But if we put it here, we can remove this, and then we have access to both these squares just immediately. So I'm going to do that. Gray titanium post? Sure. Totally fine. We bulldoze you. We turn you into a titanium mine. We continue trading for water. In 2 turns, we put a greenhouse farm there. And then we also need power. Do not do that. You are allowed to trade away nitrates now. In fact, we have so many extra nitrates, and we're about to have so many more extra nitrates, just get rid of all of it. Water, titanium, power. Water is the only thing we don't currently produce. So let's grab water. And do I have room for a third landing bed? No, I do not have room for a third landing bed. You're not terrible. Sure. Okay, this is a big turn. We can put a robot hub here. We can put a greenhouse here. We can expand to both of these spots. We cannot afford either of these mines. We're going to need so much more titanium, but you can drill. How much do you get? +2 for gigantic deposits, which would be 7? Yeah. So in 2 turns, we can build this deep core titanium mine, and then we'll build the deep core nitrates mine after that. Because titanium, obviously, we're going to use for all the other mines. Space project. I don't think we're doing that immediately. What do we need right now? I'm going to say power, and I'm willing to export nitrates to get it. Oh, hey. Thanks for the resub. We're also going to need a ton of titanium to set up dikes on these spots, otherwise these are going to get flooded. It is you, a subscriber. I need to be really careful with my power this turn. In fact, I don't think I can really afford to spend any of it. I can afford to spend 1. I can spend 1 power. In that case, I will spend it on titanium. And then where are we going with this exploration satellite? What do we need? What do we want to know? We have another robot hub that we could make, so I'm curious about like these spots, because these are all places I could expand to relatively easily. Let's start taking a look at them. That's just flat, but prime flooding location. We can also afford you now. You should come up here. Just to get this positive, so we can procrastinate on that just that little bit longer. Tally-Durans, no. Methanogenium, why not? Oh my god, here come the science. Here come the space projects. Yeah. The other one's just a bit too expensive for us right now. Let's set up the orbital telescope first, start building that economy. Deep core mine. Now, we still need to be a little careful with power, but we can get more generous. Do I want to drill for 7 nitrates when we don't have a building to spend nitrates on? Not really. So let's just continue exploring. These flat spots actually kind of good because we have a bacteria spreader that we want to get out. Speaking of, we should start working towards that. Because we're not getting science from anywhere else. Yet. Soon, but not yet. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. That's going to be very easy, so we'll just grab it now. And then the number 1 building that we're really waiting to see here is... Oh no, I spent all my power. Where do I want you to go then? There's fine. We'll prep the spot. The number 1 building I want to see is the trade bed. Or even just like a launch bed. We got to get more trading posts on the go. Thomas, honestly, you've done incredible work. Enjoy your retirement. Seeing more projects, kind of nice. Increasing power production, probably not going to be doing it that much anymore. 3 silicates to 10 titanium. I wish it were the other way around. I don't love either of them. +1 resource plus the... Even that's the same. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I guess when in doubt, go for innovate. A second bus station. It would let us expand out a lot further down there. I'll grab it. So we can only do one of these. We'll do robot hub here and here. I'm not going to found a city there. I'm not going to need that spot. And then we'll explore here. We'll explore here. It's all empty. So we have two enormous mines outside Gray Titanium Post, and then absolutely nothing else. But I think our economy is incredible right now. The tritium is a little sketchy, but we have more titanium than we could ever possibly need. We're doing fantastic on power. All I need to see like exactly orbital ring +3 trade routes. So I think, man, they're all good. Like, you're honestly the worst project we have right now. I really wish I could just like save you. It's 3 trade routes. And it's +1 power per turn for every... Well, okay, so that's only going to get us like +2 power over the course of the entire game, probably. Oh, I wish you were finished earlier. I think it's more important than importing tritium. Despite the fact that the project itself takes tritium to complete, I think it's more important. Also, if this is a gigantic aquifer, I'm going to laugh. No, it's just a normal-sized aquifer. Okay. Alright, so we got to finish this project first to clear space, and then we can do orbital ring. You're exactly what I'm looking for. I need to spend all of my exploration points on tritium. Problem being, I don't know where any tritium is. So I guess let's start finding some. None over there. A little disastrous. I don't want to build you right now because I want this to go down instead. I'm willing to take 1 point off of there to get that built 1 turn earlier. Oh, right, I need to export something. Here, you can have 1 of my 20 nitrates. You need to stop showing me all these projects when I'm full. It's making me very sad. Because I would love to build that. You I don't care about, you're just cheap. I would love to build this. And I don't really want to innovate. Well... Actually, maybe I should innovate to get me closer to bacteria spread. Bacteria spreader doesn't even matter. We don't need to increase our terraforming parameters. Why am I focused on it? You're really more worried about, like, research center. In which case you'd be at 13, you'd be off by 1. Oh my god. I really need to get this backlog of projects cleared. Okay, you go here. Then we just add you into the pile. I probably should have put you like here. But no, because we get the comfort. Our support is actually really sketchy right now. I need tritium, please. Nothing. Lightweight hull. Okay, that's incredible. That doesn't really do anything. That doesn't really do anything. We need to build this project right now. I'm just innovating for the science. I'm throwing projects away for the science. I'm on this right now. Forget you. You mean nothing. Now, what's more important between these two? The orbital ring, certainly. We're going to have a tritium issue here very soon, though. Actually, wait, we can make this tritium go further if we wait 1 turn and we export you. Because we can finish this, and then instead of exporting 2 tritium, we'll export 4. Do I care about any of these? I care a little about a train station, but not that much. Don't really care about a cultured meat lab, although it is support. No, because we're about to have no science. Innovate me? Yes. So now the problem is, this is all competing for my tritium. Like a lot. Set this deep core mine up. Build you. So that's going to be 6 trit for the price of 3. But we need to find more of it. A lot more of it. Leap deer. I don't care about that at all. You can just give me +5 science. You're cheap, and I will take you. I don't know where I'm going to find the silicates to make you, but I will take you. No tritium. I really wish I hadn't thrown out that 2 tritium per turn project. I kind of wish I could go and get that back. What am I even looking for? Silicates, probably. So like here. 4 silicates. Okay. Finally a stroke of good luck. We might want to think about a city up here to get silicates, and then 2 more silicates, and then maybe like either of those or a silicate mine or something. So let's start working towards like that square. Or I guess that could just be a city. We'll find out. Tundra Forest for Arctic Hares, it doesn't matter. I don't think I'm going to build any of you. I do want an extra trade route. In fact, just get rid of them now so I'm not even looking at them. They're just a distraction. You go here for just even more trade routes. Yeah, we can't afford that. This we can afford, though. Yeah, that we can afford. You can come explore up here. That's probably going to be the city spot. We can reach here, here, and then maybe we'll get one more mine somewhere through there. Our tritium has run out. That is a 40 silicate huge asteroid. That's another spaceport. With 2 space projects next to it that we can't take. Classic. Alright, let's start working on the orbital telescope. Please. Tritium? No. This is a nightmare. You're not even that good. I'm getting rid of you too. I don't have the slots to mine that, but it's okay. We're actually kind of good on silicates. Just let it pass. I would rather explore this turn, because we need to start getting this site ready. So go here, give me exploration satellites here, and then we'll explore that next turn. We're totally fine to expand. I don't even know where all of those resources came from. We enable you, and then just fill that up. Fill that up. Let's just start clearing this backlog of space projects. We should probably save a little bit of tritium to get these spaceports up, because it's going to accelerate us long term. You know what? You're right. Accelerate us long term. You can have some of our 71 food. Miriam, you did great. I appreciate your input as always. Trade boost, it actually might be early enough for trade boost to be good still. We're probably never going to use either of these. Well, actually, I might build a couple embassies. That's a lot of support per turn. I don't want a tritium project is the only problem. I know that most of them are tritium projects, but I'm not ready right now. Also, we have 2 mines that are in like extremely lowlands areas, so I actually don't want to improve the water terraforming index. We're going to wait one more turn on this tritium. And we're going to occupy our time with setting up a city. The city is going to go probably like here. And then we have a nice science building spot. We have a nice farm spot. We'll set up a bus station now, just to get the early expansion, so that we can get in on some of these silicates. And now we can spend silicates on these trade routes. The power will come back. Of course, all of our space projects have just completely dried up now, but that's okay. We're kind of cleaning these up still. We're not really in the position to take more of them immediately. I'm going to let you run for one more turn, and then I'm going to turn you off. In the meantime, sure, it's 6 support. I kind of want to repair this. This isn't going to be a game where we have like 1,500 support, but I do want to just make sure that we don't lose. I have enough titanium to build dikes. Check this out. Get diked. I don't care about flooding. Any dikes up here? Not yet. We don't have a lot of one lowland spots to worry about. This is going to go here for an extra +2. Not that worried about you anymore. Let's just get back to clearing these out. So you're free. We'll use you to import even more tritium. And then did we find any nodes up here in our exploration frenzy? No, of course not. There's no more tritium left on this planet, dude. It's all gone. It's all gone. This is nothing like last game. I guess we'll just put an embassy here. I don't know how many trade routes this place has, but it's getting credit for them now. I don't think we're taking any of these. Like, yeah, sort of, but the thing about the space projects is you're only usually taking one per turn. So being able to research one extra project isn't a huge deal. We could take the entertainment center to repair a bit of our support per turn. Never mind, it's exactly the same building. So it'll do nothing there. It will do nothing here. It would do a lot if we put it there and we surrounded it with like 3 more houses. Let's do that. Excuse me. There we go. Again, just making sure that that number doesn't get too scary. We're not really that concerned about support, except when it gets so low that we get scared that we might lose the game. We could also put an embassy down over here. I don't think we have any trade routes here yet, but we also have no power here, so we might as well. And then we have unassigned trade routes. Oh yeah, because this project is done. Let's fire up the planetary lab. That's going to be all the science that we'll ever need. This is going to be 5 science per turn. Plus 1 more that's coming from somewhere. Probably from firing the robot perk that we have. I can take you. I can complete that project and then I can take you. And then we've got 3 fresh slots. Yeah, just stick them in there. I would still like to find tritium, please. Let's look for somewhere nice and cheap that we can do it. Like 2. I don't think that's going to show us any connections. Yeah. But at least it's uncovering 1 more map tile. And then, like, this is just titanium. I know it's going to flood a large portion of the planet, but look at all the titanium we have. Also, look at this bar fill up. We're very close to just being done. So why don't you give me here, give me here. Finally, we found a small hint of tritium. Just a shred of a scrap. Oh man, mining industry's gonna go crazy. 8 more nitrates, 8 silicates, 10 titanium, and most importantly, an extra tritium, but I'll take it. You, I don't have the space for, unfortunately. I wish you'd finish just a little earlier, but you didn't. That's okay. I will take this tritium hint. I will assign new trade routes. Actually, I think this one will complete faster. So we'll do that one. I will throw these out, because I think next turn, or at least like 2 turns from now, we might just win. There's been an earthquake. Sorry that happened or whatever. But let's turn that in. It's 4 tritium to repair you. I can't afford that right now. 5 food I can afford. I can't afford anything that costs tritium. I need it. It's more important than your convenience. And then we'll take you, and we'll build you. And then we need to find silicate hints. Here's a silicate hint. +4. And then we can get that project too if this doesn't just win. Grab it. It did not just win. Alright, so we win when we finish this project. Which will be next turn. Give me a little extra support. Give me a little extra support. Support income's improved. But it's okay, because we done. We're out of here at turn 40. I like the space project mechanic. I think that game was dicey in a lot of spots. But the space projects are a fun time. We have more water buildings, desal facility. Ocean tiles produce a ton of resources. Like, these are expensive buildings. 22 silicates, but then to produce 3 science per turn just on any ocean tile, to give a comfort of living on an ocean tile, to get 2 water on an ocean tile, those are really strong buildings. We just haven't played a scenario yet that's gone so long that we've actually, like, needed to expand onto oil, or onto water. So we've got dolphins. Lots of prestige, lots of support per turn. Coral reef, prestige, support per turn. And marine life spreads faster, and then whales, just an enormous prestige stick. Holy cow, we've leveled again. Outdoor potato farm, 3 food per turn. 4 food per turn. 10 food per turn for 50 nitrates. What the heck? That's crazy. Alright, and I think that's where we're going to be done. Let's take a look at what path we're doing next time we play, though. Next time we will be doing Planet of Knowledge, which is achieve scientific progress. Spend a total of 500 science and explore at least 50 locations. Pretty clear what resources you're going to be prioritizing there. And then we'll also probably do Expansionist next turn. Control 50 locations and settle cities in 5 different climate zones. So that's going to be a big one. I don't think we've had a game yet that's had 5 cities, but I also don't think we've had a game where we've really prioritized food production that heavily. So these 2 will be interesting. These are going to be different games than I really think any of the ones that we've played previously, which should be a fun time. But I will catch you around for when we do those, because that's where I'm going to be done for tonight. Hope you've had a good weekend. As always, there's the VODs channel if you want to catch up on some of these older videos. And let's see, what am I streaming next? Let's go look at the calendar quick. Oh god, next week is a mess. I can promise you almost nothing next week. Maybe Friday. But that's about it. It's going to be rough. But we'll see what we can do.